scripture says in Jeremiah 29:11, God says, I know the plans that I have for you. Plans to give you a hope and a future and not to harm you. Well, Hebrews 4:3 says, God has already made plans for us even before the foundation of the world. And Jesus came into the world, according to Galatians 2:20, to give his life for us and sacrifice himself so that we can have the plans in our lives when we receive him into our lives. He says, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. Well, practically, as Christ comes into your soul, you have to long in your life for God to show you the purpose for your life. Yes, there was a sage who had disciples, and one student asked the sage, Sir, could you please have me see God? I want to see God. So the sage took all the students to a river and said, dip yourself inside. And they dipped for some time and they came up when they could not catch their breath. But then the sage caught hold of the hair on the head of the boy who asked to see God and pushed him inside. He said, what you do is not enough. Now get inside, and made him stay inside. He wriggled for his life. And at the last moment, the sage brought him out. He was gasping for breath. And finally the sage asked him, tell me now, what exactly did you want when you were under the water? What were you struggling for? He said, I wanted to live. I wanted to live. He said, that's how you search for God. You have to search for God with all your heart, with all your strength, even at the point of giving up your life. That's how you need to search for him as you searched for your life, and then you will see him. Well, indeed, that's a beautiful illustration. That's how the scripture says in Psalm 42 and verse 1 and 2, as a deer pants for water, my soul yearns for the living God. So yearn for him. Many times he makes me wake up early in the morning at 3 o'clock and yearn for him, for that one word, for him to show me my purpose for my life. And he does it in my life every day. And secondly, he opens the door for you. In Revelation 3:8 and 9, he says, I will set an open door before you, and no man can shut it. And he says, I am the way. So God opens the way, the door for you. And how do you find it? He will put the desire in your heart, an interest for certain things in your heart, an interest for certain subjects in your heart, an interest for a person in your heart. It's godly desire. And Psalms 20 and verse 4 says, he will give you the desires of your heart. Your heart which carries God will produce desire. And as you walk into it, he says in Isaiah 45:2, I will go before you and I will make the crooked path straight. I will give you the treasures and the riches that are hidden and that are in darkness. What a wonderful way to find the purpose of God. As you keep walking along and doing things in your daily life according to the desires God puts in your heart, which is godly, God will give you success in each thing, and you will accomplish the full purpose of God in your life. May God go before you, and may you have all his purpose in your life fulfilled.